Who you date is a reflection of who you are. It's that simple. Sometimes we tend to choose the wrong people because of some things we do not put into consideration when selecting them. In this video, I'm going to be telling you some tips on how to choose who to date in your 20s. Number one, you don't need a perfectly ticked box man. The box you made yourself, the box that you go and tick. Some of you have 200 things you want to tick in one man. Why don't you go mold one yourself? Most of us watch YouTube videos of 10 to 20 creators, and then we'll put those things that those creators put as the things they have marked in their boxes into one of our own boxes. We end up having 50 qualities that we are looking for in one human being. Just tell me how on earth you want to get that kind of man. And saying it again, maybe you should go mold one yourself. You don't need him to perfectly tick all of your boxes. You just need to know some things that you're not going to compromise and then put those things into consideration when looking for a man. Personally, I will never be with a man that physically, emotionally, or verbally abused me. I want to be with somebody that has a low self-esteem because I am very much opinionated, and I won't want to be with somebody that always looks down on themselves. Is going to rub off me and is going to think that I'm always trying to bring him down because he has low self-esteem. Those are some things that I will put into consideration when I'm looking for a man instead of having 50 boxes to tick. So you can also make those kind of things. You can have 5 to 6 things that you will consider before being with a man. Number two, don't choose somebody and then try to change them. You are not a mechanic. Why do you want to fix a man? Try to explain that to me. Anyways, you cannot be with somebody that his lifestyle is always partying and partying and partying. And when you people are into this talking stage, it made it very clear that it's not ready to leave that for anybody. But you now think that when you finally be with the person and then you put a lot of love into that person, the person is going to change for you. No. Things you know that you cannot manage in a man, please do not close your eyes into them. When you see those things, just know that you and that person are not meant to be together, especially when the person is not ready to compromise those things for you. Number three, you must be physically attracted to that person. It is a must, underlined must. You cannot be with somebody that you do not find attractive. Even though so many people are going to tell you that it has more to do about the internal and then the way the person thinks and the person's intellectual ability and the person's intelligence and brilliance. But I'm here to oppose the motion and tell you that things that you see first, that is the physical things that you see, are those things that are going to make you say, okay, I want to pursue something with this person or not. When you're not physically attracted to the person, please do not even try to push it down. Do not try to pursue that thing. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. The person that I find very, very attractive might be the person that you do not find attractive. I might be into tall guys and you don't mind any height of guys. I might be physically attracted to fair guys and you might just like the dark ones. So beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but please try to choose the one that you know you are at least a little bit attracted to. If there is no physical attraction, please do not pursue it. It always ends up in a breakup. That is it. Don't be blinded by cute feet and emotions and whatnot. I am not that creator that will come here to tell you that you should not be attracted to somebody because of their money, but don't let the money be the only reason why you want to be with that person. Money should not be the only things that you put into consideration, and the way the person drip on drip, dressing very beautifully, might not be the only thing you're going to put into consideration, but there are genuinely some of these things that you have to put into consideration. I will never advise you to go into a relationship with somebody that cannot provide for themselves, talk less of providing for the entire family. I am not sorry. I'm not a preacher of peace. If that is what you mean by peace, I am not a preacher of peace. You should be with somebody that even though they do not have enough today, you are seeing they are cheerful givers. Their hands are like this. You know that they care about you. And once they have that money, they will remember you and they will take care of you. Choose a matured human being. Age is just a number. I'm not saying you should choose the older people. There are older people that are very, very much immature. I'm talking about somebody that knows when to keep quiet, somebody that knows when to pamper you, somebody that knows when to allow you to talk before they put in their words, because they know at that particular point you just want to vent whatever you're going through. Somebody that is readily available emotionally for them to manage whatever you are going through. And you also have to be very, very emotionally available. I'm not talking about only the person, somebody that is there for you, somebody that when you say few words, they know what you're talking about because they are matured in that aspect. Not all about the age, because age is just a number, and there are so many older people that just do not have sense. They do say that all men are babies, but not all men are babies after all. So choose wisely. The sixth one is for you not to put your mind entirely into marrying that person. If I may ask you, how many relationships have you been into since you've given birth to you? How many have led to marriage? If they've led to marriage, I don't think you'll still be here single. So you should not ever put your mind into marrying somebody 100%. I've never been with somebody that I cannot marry before. Like, you have to have that mindset of, okay, I can be with this person, I can marry this person, but do not make your mind totally and entirely into the fact that you have to marry this person. You have to train your mind in such a way that when you finally get the breakup, or you finally get your heart broken, or you break the person's heart, you people can move on and still remain acquaintances, because I'm not a preacher of when you break up, you become enemies. I believe that in this life we are waters and we have to flow into each other, and you might definitely need the other person in the future. Somebody that you once know now becoming an enemy is going to make you go through the process of reintroducing yourself to that person when you need the person's help. Just want to chip this in just for you to know that dating somebody, breaking up with that person does not entirely mean that the person is a bad person. It might just mean that at that particular time you both are not meant for each other. And I'm a strong supporter of, you can always go back to the person you've dated before. It might just be that at that particular time the universe is not in support of the both of you, or you guys are not matured enough for the both of you. But if you think you still need each other, I think you should give each other a chance and try to let it work again. If it still doesn't work out, then you can move on with your life. At least you tried twice. The final one, which is the seventh one, is for you to listen to their responses to questions, their tones, their eye movements, and their body languages. Do not ignore the red flags. 99% of the time, we see the red flags after talking to somebody just 2 minutes, but we tend to turn our heads for the red flags to pass away. Sometimes we close our eyes because we don't want to see the red flags, but it's there staring at us. And whenever you close your eyes to it, when you open it, it will be right in your face. The tone at which a person responds to your questions, very, very harmless questions, very straightforward questions. The manner, the words they use can make you know the kind of person that the person you want to be with is. And you should try not to ignore all of these things, because at the end of the day, that's the definition of who the person you're trying to know is. I hope that you guys love this video, and I hope you subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button just below. Turn on the post notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video, and share this video to people that might need it. I know a lot of people will need it. I will see you guys in my next one, and it's the very next one you're going to see here. You can click to watch into the next one. Bye.